Welcome back to No Name Needed, the only show where we track your elo rise, your meltdown clips, and your connection stability. I'm Coach Stickman, here with the only analyst who keeps a backup router in his film room, Bobby Bites.
We're 12 weeks in, and the playoff picture is getting wild. We've got missed field goals, unconfirmed cable yanks, and Bert being investigated by the league office. Let's get into it. You know what fascinates me about this season? The way technical difficulties have become almost like a strategic element. It's completely transformed how these matches play out.
Well, speaking of strategic elements, let's dive into Blake's infamous connection issues. Poor guy was playing like his router was powered by hamsters. But here's what's wild. He bounced back the next week to put up 63 points against Rio Rancho.
That kind of resilience is exactly what separates the elite players from the rest. But can we talk about the OJ situation? Because that Ethernet cable incident is becoming legendary.
Oh man, the OJ game was something else. Getting demolished 24/7 by Kawabungum, and then suddenly, poof, connection gone. The timing couldn't have been more suspicious if it tried.
And the silence afterward was absolutely deafening. The baby oil recovery sessions that followed, though, that's a new one in competitive gaming.
You know what's really fascinating about this league? The way these technical difficulties are becoming part of the meta game. Players are keeping backup routers, running connection tests, probably sacrificing mechanical keyboards to the internet gods.
That reminds me of Z the Truth's heartbreaking missed field goal. Talk about a moment that defines a season.
Let me paint that picture. Overtime, perfect setup, chip shot field goal, and then wide right. The pause screen probably haunts his dreams. But here's what makes it even more dramatic. That miss completely reshuffled the playoff standings.
Well, what really gets me is how the league had to step in with actual sanctions for Bert's dominant performance against Walk-In Yu. When was the last time you saw someone get penalized for being too good?
Right? The commissioner literally watching with a fire extinguisher and legal pad. That's unprecedented. And the irony of watching you spamming Pure Blood before getting absolutely cooked. You can't write better drama than that.
So what do you make of our undefeated Titans, Koopy and Absolution? They're like two freight trains on the same track.
The statistical probability of having two undefeated teams this late is mind-blowing. We're talking about perfect execution, week after week, against increasingly desperate opponents. One dropped packet, one missed read. That's all it takes.
And meanwhile, Robo's making moves in the ACC, taking down Kawa 23-17. That completely changed the division's power dynamics.
The ACC situation is fascinating because it's not just about raw skill anymore. Robo's showing that adaptability and mental toughness are just as important as quick reflexes. And speaking of mental toughness, look at Kev's recent performance.
The psychological aspect of these matches has become absolutely crucial. These players are hiring sports psychologists, developing pre-game routines. It's like traditional sports now.
With 3 weeks left, every game has massive implications. Will someone finally defeat our undefeated duo? Will there be more mysterious technical difficulties? Will Bert face more sanctions for being too dominant?
And don't forget about the seeding implications after Uso Riders' upset over Benny. That completely reshuffled the playoff picture.
You know what's really telling about this league? The evolution from simple competition to this complex ecosystem of players, strategies, technical considerations, and psychological warfare. It's like watching esports grow up in real time.
These final weeks are going to be absolutely crucial. With everything on the line, who knows what strategies these players might employ?
Well, one thing's certain. We'll be watching every moment, every play. And yes, every suspicious connection dropout with intense interest. This season has completely redefined competitive gaming as we know it.
And remember what they say in the league. Keep your mic hot, your kicker focused, and your Ethernet cable firmly plugged in. The road to glory is paved with stable connections and unstable emotions.
This is no name needed.